good on your own. It's easy to become a published author. Call Dorrance now to learn more. 800-485-6003. 800-485-6003. 800-485-6003. Call right now. That number is 800-485-6003.
Welcome to Fifth Street Sports, folks, on a very different Monday afternoon here in Vegas. It's usually 95 to 100 degrees, 90, at least in the mid-90s here in Vegas, usually by May 20th. And right now I actually wore a light jacket. It's going to be no higher than the 70s, actually Wednesday the 68. But I'm Frank Perez on Sports Byline USA Radio Network, also on American Forces Network, iHeartRadio, streaming live on YouTube and Facebook. And I'm joined with my brilliant co-host, Oklahoma, Brian. Brian, how's your weekend, buddy?
Okay weekend, I would say. Kids are almost out of school, so running out of time to do stuff, just by myself. I'm going to be a unintentional, unwanted babysitter here pretty soon.
Oh, so, well, let me ask you, like in today's day and age, when, the kids are home for the summer, I know you got a couple of teenagers there, a girl and a boy teenagers, right? Almost teenagers. Yeah,
11 and 15. So yeah, pretty much.
Mine are 38 years old, 37. What do you go through in the summer versus when they're in school?
They mainly want me to take them to lots of places and buy them things. And I generally don't like to take them anywhere or buy them things. So that's pretty much the crux of our argument all summer long. I'll try to get them to go to camps as much as possible, but they now think that they're too old for camps, so that's getting harder.
Boy, that's so true. I remember the saying that my dad used to say is, boy, he says all the kids until they're 13, they don't care how much you make, they care how much time you spend with them. Like, throw me the ball, Dad. Then as soon as they turn 13, they don't care how much time you spend, they care how much money you make. It's like, Dad, just get me an iPhone and see you later. You know what I mean?
That's it.
So from 0 to 13, it's not how much you make, it's how much time you spend with them. As soon as they turn 13, they don't care how much time you spend on them. It's, Dad, what can I get?
That's true, unfortunately.
Wow. Well, we got, we did great. We did great on the weekend, Brian. When we come back, when we come back, we got a great show. A lot of things to talk about. We're going to recap some of the great money-making situations we were in this weekend that we did well with. This is Fifth Street Sports. Oklahoma, Brian, Frank Perez back after this timeout.
The best pros put a little extra into everything they do. At the Home Depot, so do we. It's called Pro Extra, with member access to exclusive money-saving offers. Up to 20% off paints, stains, and primers every day. And $20 off your first purchase over $200 just for signing up. That's a lot more than a little extra. Pro Extra, only for pros, only at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. Visit the Pro Desk in store for details.
Trade pros, whether you specialize in service or new construction, Ferguson knows firsthand how much work goes into a long day on the job, which is why we're committed to offering the products and solutions to get every job done right. With over 1,000 locations, an unmatched selection of specialty products, tools, and supplies, our pro pickup and same or next day delivery, you can trust that doing business with Ferguson will be the easiest part of your hard day's work. Visit Ferguson.com to find a counter location near you.
Hey travelers, do you want to save money on your next flight? Then pick up the phone and call. That's right, call, because the best prices are not online. They're with SmartFares. See, SmartFares has special deals with the airlines. When they have unsold seats, they use SmartFares to fill them. So you get airline tickets at ridiculously low prices. Our prices are too low to publish online. With the extra money you'll save, you can book another trip or treat yourself to dinner or shopping. So stop searching all of those travel sites to find the lowest price on your next flight. Let one of our SmartFares expert travel agents find ridiculously low prices for you. Call SmartFares today and get the best price on your next flight. Guaranteed. Also, save up to 50% off business and first class tickets.
855-325-1780. 855-325-1780. That's 855-325-1780.
Attention to anyone that's written a book or wants to write a book. The process is not that complicated. Take a first step. Even if you write a page a day, you'll build momentum and your book will become a reality. The hard part is getting it published. That's when you need to call Page Publishing. They've got hundreds and hundreds of thank yous from different new authors, just like you. They make the process of publishing your new book and getting it sold online a simple process. You can learn how simple it is right now by calling for your free Page Publishing New Author Submission Kit. One quick 3-minute phone call, that's all it takes to get free information and learn how you can get your book published. Pick up your phone right now and call us 24 hours a day at this number. 800-603-0885. 800-603-0885. 800-603-0885. That's 800-603-0885.
Guys, Fifth Street Sports on Sports Byline USA Radio Network. I'm Frank Perez, joined with Oklahoma Brian. Hey, Brian, before we go to some of our topics today, I want to say hello to Ed Fiorini in Dallas, Texas. I'm going to go visit him on the 10th of June. And, spend about 3 or 4 days there in Dallas. Should be a good time. But, Ed, welcome to the show. Brian, now, as I'm reading for some of the topics on today's show, because, we're trying to do this, kind of current instead of just talking about sports. Did you see that guy on 60 Minutes Bitcoin is now at $7,000, roughly 7,000 or above on a coin. And
Sure.
when it was less than a penny, he traded all his Bitcoin. So this guy is now famous for spending $800 million on pizza.
Wait, what did he do?
Okay, he's with who's the guy? Stuart Anderson Cooper. He's with Anderson Cooper. They interviewed him. Bitcoin was worth only like a less than a penny, so he was very frustrated. So he traded in all his Bitcoin for a few pizzas. And Anderson Cooper said, "We just figured out the amount of Bitcoin that you traded for those pizzas was worth $800 million." So he did a famous interview as he's really sick about it. He said, "Yep." He said, "I actually got a few pizzas and they would have been worth $800 million."
Wow. That's a bad beat.
That is a bad beat, my friend.
Oh, my goodness.
And then look at some of the other topics I'm reading over here. It says that Bitcoin is now used in 70% of the transaction of the gambling restricted markets.
Wow, that's incredible how fast it's grown. Yeah, for the longest time, a lot of online gambling sites were really hesitant to take Bitcoin because they were so fearful of the fact that it was so volatile, right? They didn't want to hold a lot of Bitcoin and then lose a tremendous amount of money when it lost value. But you pretty much, if you want to be in the online gaming business, you've got to interact with Bitcoin at this point. And, nobody has to hold any more Bitcoin than they want to. It's very easy to change conventional money into Bitcoin for the moment, just for the transaction, and then put it right back into whatever form of currency you'd like. But everyone should be using Bitcoin at this point. Even people that don't gamble, it's a useful tool for so many reasons. And it doesn't mean that you have to invest your life savings or have any kind of equity stake in Bitcoin long term. It's just something that everyone should be able to use, like email or PowerPoint or whatever the basic staples of civilization are.
Absolutely. But catch that on 60 Minutes with Anderson Cooper. You'll see a guy that right now, and Anderson Cooper actually shames him. He says, so you're going to tell me that you and your friends were so frustrated and traded in your Bitcoin, and you could have been on Forbes, real close to Forbes $1 billion club, you know? But let's see what else. Brian, here's some of the recap. I mean, I always like to get shamed on 60 Minutes over that. Like, you don't feel bad enough as it is, you know?
I love the fact that everybody is an expert in hindsight. But,
right?
You know, that guy did blow it, though.
I mean, come on. Hey, but we got here's some of the recap over the weekend, Brian, that we did very well with. Okay, we gave out Will of War to win the Preakness because you liked him in the Derby, and he kind of got a shaky beat, but I released him for the Preakness. Our MMA guy Dawson wins. Rick
right, that was nice.
Under in the first game. We liked Golden State. Yeah, we did. We had a great weekend. Great gambling weekend.
Yeah, I wonder if we're going to get a selection from Daniel Wages. He's been red hot with his NBA. He matched all of us on the over of game 2, I believe.
Yeah.
Was that Thursday or Friday? So that was.
Yeah, that's the one you liked. It was Milwaukee and Toronto over.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I sent Daniel. Well, Daniel and I agreed on the fighter. I sent it to him. I think he missed the War of Will show though. But let's see what else we got in the world of sports, Brian. I'm going through all my notes. You got anything off the top of your head?
I don't have any notes, but I did enjoy the. I guess it happens more than we realize, but happening on the stage, you know, of the Preakness, the horse without a jockey, that was entertaining. Because I don't watch a lot of horse racing, but I don't recall a horse sticking in the race that long without a jockey. That was pretty impressive.
Yeah, I have actually seen horses win when they had no jockey on them, which obviously is disqualified. Yeah, but boy, you tell me, you know, you wait all year, you're waiting for the Preakness, probably the second biggest race of the year, third, you know, besides some of the Breeders' Cup stuff, and then bam, you get knocked out at the gate. Gosh.
You know, that reminds me of our debate from last week. If you were to take out managers or coaches at elite levels and plug in Walter Matthau, what if we put Walter Matthau on a horse? How would that work out?
Oh, that wouldn't be pretty. I don't know if you've seen the movie Seabiscuit. I think it's Seabiscuit or Secretariat, and they actually got a great camera shot, and you actually feel like you're riding in there. Brian, it is really those monster horses. I mean, they weigh over a ton, and they're flying on the rail with stuff. It is really dangerous, brother. You better know what you're doing.
And be very small.
Yeah, and be very small. Absolutely. No, Walter Matthau. Now, sometimes I kept thinking is after Secretariat, let's say after she won the Kentucky Derby, could Walter Matthau have been the trainer?
Secretariat was not a she. That's kind of sexist that you're calling Secretariat a female. Is it because you're associating, you think the horse was a secretary, and you think that therefore it must be a female.
No, you're right. You know, actually, horses are never allowed to change their name. The first name they never officially gave her was Big Red. You know, it was Big Red.
Right.
But okay, so
speaking of horses, did you know that all horses have the same birthday?
They all have the same birthday?
Well, the same calendar and date. They're all horses, at least in the northern hemisphere, are born on January 1st. That's officially when all of their birthdays are recorded, regardless of when they're born. They're all entered into the registry as a January 1st birth.
Wow, I did not know that. In case, see, there's so many things so many facts that we give out on this show. If you're ever on Millionaire folks, like the movie Slumdog Millionaire, there's so many things. Sure enough, what if you're at the $500,000 question and they ask you this, what Brian just brought up? You go, I know it. I don't need to phone a friend. I don't need a lifeline here. But, you know, so I was going to tell you, Brian, is I think after Secretariat won the Derby, do you believe if you would have been Secretariat's trainer, you could have got him home in the Preakness and the Belmont?
Oh, well, you're as with me riding Secretariat?
No. As the trainer, just as like the coach or the trainer.
Oh yeah, Yeah, I mean, I would have had to put the horse into a trailer. They didn't have Siri or like cell phones back then. I would have had to like stop at a gas station and buy a map, find my way to Baltimore, right, from Louisville.
Right.
So I believe I could have pulled that off and
then
have the horse not die. Right.
Right. And
Yeah.
then and then just told your jockey, you know what to do. You know what to do.
Exactly.
Right.
Right. Exactly. Make sure that immigration wasn't there to haul him away, the jockey that is, and that he makes weight and that the horse doesn't die, and don't feed the horse India oats, and that's pretty much it. I think if I check off all those boxes, I would win the Preakness Secretariat.
Exactly.
Because
the
margin was so huge at that point.
we got about a half an hour, about a half a minute here to the break. When we come back, Brian, let's talk a little bit more what's going on in sports, and then we'll start breaking down, folks, the Major League Baseball and our NBA game tonight. Also, the Sharks are right on the brink of elimination, so we got to watch that. They're 3-2 St. Louis. So when we come back, folks, we'll talk about those key points. This is Fifth Street Sports. We got to take a break. Back after this.
Attention business owners. Are you struggling while waiting for your customers to pay on their net 30, 60, or 90-day invoices? Can't get a business loan? Have no equity? Bad credit? Or maybe no credit at all? Then you need to call AmeriFactors right now. AmeriFactors will give you cash for your invoices and there's nothing to pay back. We simply buy your account receivables, and if those clients don't pay on the invoices, we take the loss. We give you funds based on your account receivables, not your credit. And 98% of all applicants are approved. It's that simple. With AmeriFactors, there's no more waiting for your customers to pay. We give you the funds up front, then we wait for your customers to pay us. Fund your business today. Call AmeriFactors right now.
800-847-1183. 800-847-1183. 800-847-1183. That's 800-847-1183.
Being a new parent means every high and low you can imagine. But Evos can make it all easier with a baby monitor you can trust. Go to myevos.com, that's MYEVOZ.com, to see how Evos can be the eyes and ears of your nursery. Evos works with your smartphone to provide a live audio and HD video connection to your baby anytime and anywhere. On a date, at work, away on business, even serving your country overseas, Evos helps you never miss a moment. Whether your baby is with a sitter, your partner, a grandparent, or a friend, you'll be right there too. And with unique features like smart alerts that know the difference between a barking dog and your baby crying, extensive sleep tracking data, and state-of-the-art security features for your peace of mind, Evos is the smart baby monitor for connected parents. And enter the code SPORTS at checkout for $20 off. That's myevos.com. MYEVOZ.com.
Do you have a problem hearing the television? Do you need to crank up the volume so loud your family is screaming at you? Then put on your TV ears. TV Ears has helped millions of people just like you hear TV loud and clear without cranking up the volume. For about $60 with a 30-day free trial, you can get your own set of TV ears. When you wear TV ears, you can mute the TV volume for private listening or let others watch TV with you. Order in the next 10 minutes and take us up on a 30-day home trial and very special price. TV Ears is a brand hearing professionals have trusted for more than 20 years. And through this special radio offer, you can get your very own for just $60. Just mention promo code RADIO. So put on your TV ears and make everyone happy. 800-984-4207. 800-984-4207. 800-984-4207. That's 800-984-4207.
Folks, we're back on Sports Byline USA Radio Network. I'm Frank Perez, joined with Oklahoma Brian on American Forces Network also. And I want to say a thank you and a hello to all the men and women in uniform. iHeartRadio, streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. You can catch us at Twitter also, at Fifth Street Sports. All right, Brian, so let's go. There's an interesting topic, because we know the last segment is Talk You Can Bet On. Let me ask you something. I was looking through all the sports movies. We talked about the best baseball movies. What are your favorite football movies that you've seen in your life?
Oh, favorite football movies. Good question. Generally speaking, I would say that the football movies, I don't know if you agree with this, but I've always had this theory about football movies that it seems like they violate the standards of what's like realistic and what's not realistic. Like they're not as diligent about making sure that it's plausible. Like at least the part of the story that happens between the lines, the actual game parts of it. I feel like baseball movies in general do a better job of trying to look more realistic. But having said that, I love Rudy. That might be my favorite football movie of all time.
Rudy?
I love Rudy. Yeah. Have you not seen Rudy?
I have not seen Rudy.
Well, that's got to be on the top of your things. I need to go start watching Game of Thrones. You need to see Rudy. Rudy's great. Do you know what Rudy's about?
No.
Okay, so Rudy is it's about a kid from a really kind of working class family in northern Illinois, Joliet, Illinois, actually, I think. And he's from like a family where no one goes to college in his family, and he doesn't have the best grades. He loves football, but he's really undersized and small. And so his dream is to go to Notre Dame. Well, his grades make it nearly impossible for that to happen. But he works really hard to get into Notre Dame, goes to a 2-year college. And when he gets in, decides he wants to play football, which is ridiculous because he's like the size of a jockey. And the story is basically kind of a tribute to what if someone really, really works hard, what they can achieve. And you can imagine what happens at the end with Rudy. What would you guess happens to him in the end?
He gets hurt. He gets killed on a play.
Almost. Almost. He gets to play it down. That's basically the whole thing. But they do a good job of making it likable. No. So that was a good one. How about you? You got one that you like?
Well, obviously we all know Brian's song, right? So
yes.
How about The Longest Yard?
Longest Yard is a great one. I love Longest
with Burt
Yard.
Reynolds.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
Do you think that there's better all-around basketball movies than there are football movies? With Hoosiers and those kind of movies like that?
This is great. Of course, you got to always include Air Bud when you're listing off the greatest basketball movies of all time. I would say it's pretty close. Baseball movies have them beat. By far, baseball has the better movies, the two. But I would say, I'd give a small edge to football because I can think of a lot of good football movies. Basketball, like what are your top 5 basketball movies after Hoosiers? What do you even have after that?
Oh, well, I mean, do you consider The Gambler with James Caan? He was betting a lot of basketball.
No, I don't consider that a basketball movie.
That was a great movie, by the way, on Gambler.
It was a great movie, yeah.
Way ahead of its time. We like Hoosiers, and what other one do we? I can't even. Boy, I'm drawing a blank right now. But but while I'm drawing a blank, here's another blank. Have you ever seen any good soccer movies?
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't know how good they are, but when I was about 10, I seemed to be a big fan of a movie called Victory. Do you remember Victory?
No, I don't remember Victory.
Victory had Sylvester Stallone and Pele in it. And they were Allied prisoners at a German, prison, and somehow the plot of the movie involves all of the Allied prisoners getting together, making their own like all-star soccer team, and they played the German guards. And it sounds stupid, but through the eyes of a 10-year-old, it sounded totally. It seemed like it made a lot of sense. 36 years ago when I watched it. But look, I want to say that if they won the soccer match, they got to be freed. But that sounds crazy. I can't imagine that's really what happened. I don't know. Is Andrew around? He would be authority on all things soccer.
Soccer movies? Yeah.
Soccer movies. Of course, there's that one where they changed the title of the movie, Green Street Hooligans. I forgot what it was called in Europe, but they released it in the U.S. and changed the name. It was the Millwall versus West Ham fans feuding. That was a good one.
Yeah, I don't think there are many very good soccer movies. Although I have heard very good things about, I think that was Hooligans and Thugs, or something Green Street Hooligans. That, from what I've heard, was actually decent. But for the most part, no, I haven't seen very many good soccer movies. Yeah. Some people defend it like Beckham when it came out, but that's
that's a 12-year-old girl movie.
Yeah, not really my cup of tea. So
yeah. What was a great soccer movie? There was a soccer movie about 10 or 15 years ago about the guy at Newcastle, or he was at Derby County, and
Goal.
Brian Clough. Was that what it was called? About Brian Clough, the manager?
No. I'm thinking of something else.
Okay.
There's this film called Goal, and it's a series, and it's about I want to say oh man, I'm not sure if he's Mexican or from a different country, but I want to say he's a Mexican and he's living in the United States, and he gets scouted and he ends up playing for Newcastle, and then he ends up playing for Real Madrid in another film, and then he ends up playing for the national team. I want to say the Mexican national team, but I'm not 100% sure.
Wow.
And that one actually is a little funny, but that's like that's a whole nother set of films.
Speaking of films, Brian, did you see in Gambling 911 today, Disney has doubled down on DraftKings. They're investing in gambling. And this is, this is a company that's family friendly. The whole thing, with Mickey and Snow White and Pluto and everybody else. The next thing you know, they have changed courses, and now they are doubling down on what used to be considered a terrible vice. And now they have doubled down into the gambling business. So at what point, when somebody says you can't put a price on a good time, right? I guess Pluto, Mickey, and Minnie do have a price. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think didn't we read last week that Fox Sports was also jumping into online sports wagering, interactive betting?
Yeah, what happened to this terrible vice? All of a sudden that it's getting popular and it's making so much money on it. Even, Snoopy and Snow White and everybody's getting in on the act. There is a price. So these people have no shame now with this family friendly or whatever. For the right amount of money, they'll go right into a gambling hall with a cigar and a parlay ticket.
I think we all knew that they wanted to do it for a long time. They couldn't actually get away with it, but now they can. The last holdout is going to be the NCAA, and that they love gambling. They just can't acknowledge publicly that they love gambling.
They might as well declare themselves. These people might as well all declare themselves and just say, like, the biggest jerk jobs used to be when they used to make these casinos be on the river, like in Mississippi. You couldn't be on land. You couldn't be on. Come on. Stop playing games with this kind of stuff. Just declare yourself. It's
right.
gambling.
And there were barges. Yeah,
Right?
there were barges. There was nothing seaworthy about them. They were just giant boxes floating on water, right?
It is. You know what I was going to tell you. So now in the next couple minutes, we're going to come back with a segment of talk you can bet on. Brian, so here's what we got going on that I see right now. Got these NBA playoffs. We got Golden State tonight at Portland. We got the Blues have now taken a 3-2 lead over the Sharks. A lot of baseball. The 2-month report card is almost due in the major leagues. But here's what's the most important thing of all, my friend. You know what happens this Friday, don't you? Jack's birthday is on Thursday. He's going to be 4. That's my little dog. But the other big thing that's happening this week on Friday is.
Oh, wait, hang on. This is a lot of pressure. This is going to be the 24th of May.
It's one of our cash cows. That's when we turn the ATM on.
Is this preseason WNBA?
No, that's regular season WNBA. Preseason WNBA is on now. It's regular season WNBA. That's when you and I go to the Treasury Department and start minting our own money.
I hope so. I could use some of that.
Yeah, we sure can. But
and you know what is a week from the 24th?
A week from the 24th. Is that the Indianapolis 500?
That's on Monday. That's on Monday.
Right.
Usually.
No, a week from the 24th, May 31st. Well, my youngest son's birthday. Besides that, I don't know.
Well, look at the guy in the same room as you with the camera. It's it's their big day.
Is that when Liverpool plays Tottenham for the championship? Champions League, the big year, the couple of the big years.
It's June 1st. It's actually June 1st. It's Saturdays, June 1st. But
Brian, they're giving me the break signal. So, folks, when we come back, it's your favorite segment, Talk You Can Bet On, 5th Street Sports. We'll be back after this timeout.
At Indeed, we understand that when it comes to hiring, it's important to have a large talent pool to choose from. But sometimes too many good options can be overwhelming. That's why Indeed doesn't just give you access to a large pool of job seekers. We also offer screener tools that let you instantly narrow down your search. Hone in on hiring with Indeed. Experience Indeed for yourself today and get a free sponsored job upgrade on your first posting at Indeed.com/promo. Terms and conditions apply.
Want to fly somewhere? Looking for cheap flights or cheap tickets? Then call. That's right. Call the low-cost airline travel hotline now for prices so low we can't publish them anywhere. Low Cost Airlines has all kinds of cheap travel deals. Fly domestically and save up to 75%. You can even fly internationally and save even more. Yes, fly anywhere in the world and save a lot of money on your plane tickets. We'll even save you money with cheap travel deals on hotels, rental cars, even complete travel packages. So don't book your tickets until you call us first for the absolute cheapest prices on U.S. and international airline tickets and hotels. Call right now for prices so low they can't be published. Travel experts are here 24/7 to help. 800-754-4531. 800-754-4531. 800-754-4531. That's 800-754-4531. Do you use the Blue Pill to charge your sex life? Have you been thinking about trying the Blue Pill? What if we can promise you the same results for less than $3 a pill? If you're paying $20 a pill for the other pills, you're getting taken to the cleaners. Our pill delivers the exact same results for less than $3. We'll do the math for you. You'll save more than $16 a pill for the same results. Want more? We'll give you 40 blue pills or 40 yellow pills for $99 and add 4 more pills free. You save more than $500. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to know what to do next. You need to call and get your 44 pills for just $99. Stop overpaying for the other blue pills. Call us and start saving a ton of money for the exact same results. Ordering is fast and easy with your pills delivered to your door in a non-marked package. 800-223-0992. 800-223-0992. 800-223-0992. That's 800-223-0992.
Dad, what are you doing?
Cramming for college.
I'm the one going to college.
Yeah, but we need to figure out how we're going to pay for it all.
Discover Student Loans.
Discover does student loans?
Yeah, they're one of the top private student loan lenders in the country. It takes 15 minutes or less to apply, and there are no fees for the life of the loan. Best of all, I can earn cash rewards if I get good grades.
Really?
Yeah, we still have time to apply and get a great rate.
So I can just chill. College kids still say that, right?
No one says that, Dad.
Really?
Yeah.
Visit discoverstudentloans.com to apply today. Limitations apply.
All right, folks, we're back. This is Talk You Can Bet On, 5th Street Sports. It's our segment when we give out all of our sharpest stuff. from players from everywhere, every which way we can get it. We're on Sports Byline USA Radio Network. Catch us on the American Forces, iHeartRadio, streaming live, Facebook and YouTube. It's Oklahoma Brian and myself, Frank Perez. All right, Brian, I got some good stuff, buddy. I've spied on some great accounts. Let me get those out of the way first, and maybe you saw the same thing. Okay, one of my sharpest guys, the stuff that I was sending you over the weekend, has the Cleveland Indians tonight under 8. Has Cleveland under 8, but he has one bet that I don't think we're going to agree on, and it's all over, and they match all the sharp ones. That's Golden State -3 at Portland.
Really?
I'm not liking that. How about you?
No, I actually like Portland tonight. I think Portland gets a win tonight, and that's it. And it's back to losing every game after that.
Well, just one more game, but yeah, me too. I'm not liking that, but gosh, I hate to start handicapping the handicappers.
Right.
Here, I got a couple good ones that they match. A couple real sharp guys, and that's Minnesota with Odorizzi against this Cole from the Angels. Odorizzi's been great this year, plus $1.14. So I'm going to recommend Minnesota, and also the San Francisco Giants at home plus $1.30. Suarez to beat this Orsoka or Rosca for Atlanta. I know he's tough. San Francisco's at home. Suarez is not that horrible. So we like San Fran plus 130 at home. Before I get into any ones, let me see what you got or what you spied on. That looks really good.
Okay, I will go. Oh, okay, wait. You already gave out that one. Okay, I will go over to the Arizona San Diego game, and I'm going to take a. Boy, I hate giving out favorites. I seem like I'm doing that all the time on this show, but I have seen this play in a lot of accounts. It's this guy Paddock, same guy that Chip was talking about last week. The sensational rookie. He's laying $1.40 at home against Arizona. I know it feels kind of square, laying $1.40, but I'm going to do it.
Yeah. You know what I think is a good play in that game, especially if you can, even if you find a 7 under -20. Chip mentioned it. This kid's terrific. Now he's going against Weaver, laying $1.40, which he's not bad either. The Luke Weaver, I think it is. Is if you can get a parlay, Paddock and under, take the San Diego and under parlay.
Interesting. Not correlated. You just like them both.
No, okay. It is semi-correlated because, well, first of all, anytime you can take the home team and under or the road team and over, there's a slight edge. Okay,
you're right. So, you're actually, that's a great point. That's missed by a lot of people. But you're right. The over favors the dog, the under favors the. You're right. It's a very slow correlation. The road,
yeah, because if you're leading, you get that last half at bat. You don't got to use. So you get the under. So you figure in a game with in San Diego, low scoring, with Paddock being awesome and the other pitcher being decent, this looks like a beautiful 2-1 game, 3-0. So I mean, San Diego and under looks like a very, very nice. It's a nice value parlay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll agree with that. You have anything on this Cubs game? Cubs at home against Philly.
Okay, now I know who you guys are going to take because, I mean, when you guys get a hard-on against a guy like you did against the Knicks and against Oklahoma State in football and all that stuff, I know you guys hate this Darvish, right?
Actually, what I was going to point out is these are two of the worst first-inning pitchers that I can remember in years in baseball. They're going head-to-head. These guys are both famous for giving up runs in the first inning. I wonder I'm sure the prop guys have already –
the prop on that's Darvish and Arrieta, right?
Right.
All right, let me get you a number on that.
Oh, I bet it's already been beaten to death, I'm sure.
And let me tell you something. I wasn't going to disagree with you betting against this Darvish. You're right. I mean, I think he's totally nothing near what he used to be. His strikeouts are high. Okay, here it is. Chicago, Philadelphia to score at first. No, it's only -0.25. and this is a 20-cent shop, so I'm sure you can get the yes at $1.20.
To me, sounds like an obvious yes. There'll be a score in the first inning with these two guys.
I like it. Check. You know what the Paddock game is on the no to score in the first inning? You know, that means that there will not be a score in the first inning. Minus 155 on the no.
Wow.
Just goes to show you. I mean, Paddock and Weaver are a little stronger than Darvish and Arrieta.
Yeah, and a little easier ballpark also to pitch in.
It is, but let's see what else we got. Okay, Brian, because, I got some more plays here. Boy, there's a lot of stuff coming in today. I sure hope these guys aren't steaming, but they're sharp. And now, I gave you Cleveland under 8, Odorizzi with Minnesota. You love, and I like also San Diego. We're going to use them on a parlay, too, San Diego and under. San Fran plus $1.30. We both agree on Portland plus the 3.5, right, at home?
Yeah.
Hey, Andrew, we got anything coming in from wages or anybody? Got nothing from the guys, especially wages. I think that guy's tough. I think that guy's good. Billy Donovan's pretty good too, believe it or not. Once in a while, I think he's got to. Once in a while, he'll come up with something goofy. Like he'll start teasing East-West Shrine games and putting all kinds of anti-Fifth Street no-nos.
So the WNBA starts on the 24th. I didn't realize that.
Let me double confirm that because I wait for that. I try not to buy a new car or nothing until the WNBA starts.
Do you have your season tickets yet for the Aces?
No, but I should be able. I mean, I know some people that could get me in. I know there's some comps available around town. Okay. WNBA.
That's the worst comp I ever heard of. I think that you just head to the arena and a guy opens the door and invites you to walk in. I think
no.
That's
here it is, baby. Here it is. All right, Friday the 24th, 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The Wings at the Dream. Oh, wow. And also the Fever at the Liberty. I mean. Gosh, I love the WNBA, my friend, and they're the livest money line dogs on the planet.
What is your home opener in Las Vegas?
Let's see the Aces. If you ever come into town, I can pull a few strings and get you into an Aces game.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I know that's probably a very hard ticket to get.
Oh well, let me tell you something. We got some of the best cheerleaders. Okay.
Do they have cheerleaders in the WNBA?
I think they do. I mean, if they do, let me ask you something. If right off the top of your head, they had to say to you, and you've seen all the cities and the leagues and the thing, who would have the hottest cheerleaders? Would you say Vegas or like Idaho?
Well, Idaho would have to get a team first.
Well, or Vegas or I don't know. Let's say the Indiana Fever. How about the Indiana Fever?
I don't know. I don't know that there's a geography to hot WNBA cheerleaders.
Well,
I think they're probably all working for about $15 a game.
Now
it's just kind of luck
no,
of the draw.
No, but see, now if they had qualifications, okay, like the hottest ones, I'm going to say Vegas. But if they had asterisks, like they can't have silicone, then I would go back to Indiana because the Vegas cheerleaders are going to have a lot of silicone parts, and they ain't made for toys. Okay.
Yeah, probably a little more tattoos, a little. If they're a rental car, probably a few more miles on the vehicle, I would say.
Yeah, but they're going to look the hottest. But now, if they got to be natural, then don't go Vegas. Vegas is probably going to recruit a few girls from the Spearmint Rhino or Sapphires, and they're going to look great, but silicone parts that aren't made for toys.
I'll tell you who doesn't look great, but she's a heck of a player, and she just got traded to the Aces. I don't know if you saw that. Elizabeth Cambridge was just traded to the Aces from the Dallas Wings.
No, I'm just checking the Aces now. Now, look, if you want to fly in on the 26th, they have a home opener Sunday at 2 p.m. the Aces are we're here at T-Mobile against the Sparks. I mean, that should be a hell of a game. The Aces against the Sparks.
Yeah. Anyways, so Elizabeth Cambage is 6'8". You want to make sure you pay attention to her. If she can stay healthy, I mean, she's up there in years now. She's got to be like 28 by now, which is really, really that's a lot of years for someone that size. Because big female basketball players don't typically have long careers. They end up having a lot of like foot injuries and things like that. But she's an amazing talent. She was a rookie with Tulsa about 8 years ago. Played briefly and then went overseas, made big money playing in China. Actually made over $1 million playing in China. Went back to Australia, played in Australia, played for the Australian national team. And as of last year, she's back in the WNBA. And she's really, there's no one like her in the sport. She's completely unique athlete. There's not another WNBA player that has a game quite like hers. What's her name again? Her name is Elizabeth Cambage. Sometimes you might see it referred as Beth Cambage, but she's a 6'8" beast of a center.
Now, do you think women at that height, 6'8", have a problem in the dating of men? You know, us men are usually 5'9" to 6'1". I mean, because I know a 6'8" guy could date a girl that's 5'7", no problem. You know what I mean?
Right.
But do you think a girl like that has problems with dates with gentlemen?
Yeah, I think it's probably it probably is, especially if he's a guy who's got a fetish with small feet. He's probably not going to want that 6'8" girl. But I think that in the WNBA, I think that's the least of their problems, is finding a short guy to date.
Really? Okay. Yeah. I mean, I know the girls try hard, but yeah, the Aces open up at home on the 26th against the Sparks. I might be at that game. There's a chance that I could be at that game.
Now I'm going to say there's no way you're at the game.
No. There's a way. Well, because right now they got happy hour. There's a happy hour.
Before we go to break, guys, I know I'm interrupting here, but we actually got a message in through our YouTube live chat. As always, we're live streaming on Facebook. Facebook.com/Fifth Street Sports Talk, and YouTube.com/Fifth Street Sports. Today we got a message in, and as always, while we're live streaming, you can chime in and have your voice heard. We've got a message here from Haywood Smith. It says Portland under 219 and MLBM opposite with the Diamondbacks plus 125. Haddock for San Diego's tough, but this is a great rematch from last week. And then he said he'll lay off San Diego and Arizona then.
Nice. Thank you, Haywood, very much. I've seen him before. I think he's another sharp guy. Brian, we got to take a look at that. But, folks, when we come back, we're going to wrap it up with we're going to recap some of our wagers and money-making opportunities. We'll be back after this break. Fifth Street Sports.
Imagine this is your money and someone wants to take it from you. Who is it? The IRS. They want your money, and guess what? They can legally take it, all of it if they want. Remember, they sent you that letter that said, hey, you owe us a bunch of cash and we're going to take it from you. So what do? Fight back by letting our team of experts at the Tax Helpline work it out with the IRS so you can keep your money. And we're good at what we do. When you hire us, you get a team of guys on your side that know the IRS laws and will fight to save your money. So, if you owe the IRS a ton of cash and you want to keep it, call right now and learn for free how we can help you put it back in your pocket.
800-932-1749. 800-932-1749. 800-932-1749. That's 800-932-1749.
Hi, I'm Dr. Robert Clapper, Chief of Orthopedic Surgery at Cedars-Sinai Medical Group in Los Angeles, California. Dedicated to your health, your life, and your sports. As a weekend warrior, you know about sports injuries and pain. Exercise is an important element in keeping your body's core in good shape to minimize sports injuries. But when you are in pain, there is one product that I recommend to my patients, and that is Blue Goo Gel. Blue Goo consists of a proprietary formula developed specifically for the treatment of inflammation and general muscle aches and strains. I recommend Blue Goo for my patients coping with hip and knee pain before surgery, especially bursitis and tendinitis. Give Blue Goo a try. Call 1-888-330-0123 and you'll receive a 1-week supply of Blue Goo absolutely free. The makers of Blue Goo are even paying the shipping. The number again is 1-888-330-0123. If you want more information on Blue Goo, visit online at www.dothegoo.com.
Now available at select Big 5 stores near you.
At 28, I had struggled with opiate and meth addiction for 12 years. I did and said things that the sober me never would have done. One day I realized I was not invincible. I was not exempt. And that's when a friend told me about Elite Rehab Placement. They gave me the tools I needed to get sober, and all it took was the one phone call.
Elite Rehab can help you start to break your addiction problem and get sober in as little as 7 days. And we'll work with your insurance provider to help cover the costs. Plus, we have travel assistance programs to get you here by plane or train. Make this free call right now to learn more. 800-403-5912. 800-403-5912. 800-403-5912. That's 800-403-5912.
All right, folks, Fifth Street Sports, we are back. I dropped my pen between the cushions on Sports Byline USA Radio Network. I'm Frank Perez, joined with Oklahoma Brian, and I hope my buddy in Dallas-Fort Worth, Ed Fiorini, got a chance to watch the show today. I'll say hello to him and his beautiful Brazilian wife. We're going to go meet them on June the 10th. Should have a good time out there. Anyways, Brian, let's recap what we got, buddies, and then you see if I got some mistakes. We like Portland tonight plus 3.5. Minnesota with Odorizzi plus $1.14. Indians under 8. Now, Haywood Smith, he wrote in, I think he's opposite of your Paddock with San Diego. Well,
yeah,
you know,
yes.
You can't have the whole world agree, but we're going to stick with San Diego and under. At least San Diego, and then maybe parlaying with the under. Anything else you got here, buddy?
I would add The Waterboy to list of best football movies, and of course Knute Rockne, the All-American.
I got you, but let me ask you something.
We're going to do a show on this.
I mean, Waterboy was pretty good, but do you believe that Adam Sandler has made? You know how once in a while you'll see even De Niro, they'll make 6 great films and then a bad one. Whatchamacallit, even Pesci will make like 5 great films and then a dud. Would you believe that Adam Sandler has made more duds than winners?
He's only made duds. That's the whole strategy. The cool thing is they're kind of fun duds to watch, but I don't think he's made a great movie yet. No, I think they're all the terrible movies that are fun to watch.
Really? So doesn't that strike you, like with the cast of all of his friends from Saturday Night Live all the way up, that after 2 or 3 bad ones, they would have kind of sharpened him up and made a good one?
I think they're making too much money.
Wow. Hey, well, Brian, buddy, listen, good show, and everybody, good luck to us tonight. We've given you our picks, whatever we like. We've been doing very well. And we will see you tomorrow, folks. And let's hope that we have some winners tonight. This is Fifth Street Sports. We'll see you. Have a beautiful day and be safe, and good luck to us.